All right, everyone, you probably remember because it was less than a week ago on Twitter, Trump called out Adam Schiff, and then Adam Schiff was termed Adam Shit by Trump. He didn't like this very much. He's like, well, I'm becoming a president. Here, donate $5 to me to help me overcome the president's insults. So basically, it's like trying to make lemonade out of lemons. Hey, Trump is shitting on me. Give me some fucking money. Hey, Trump is mean, therefore you should support me. Why? Because he apparently doesn't like me. And then it was funny to see his fans be like, oh, he's going to have subpoena powers. It's going to be great. Trump had better watch himself. Dude, Trump would not be attempting to antagonize Adam Schiff if he didn't want him very much to try to go after him. Trump is setting up right now to antagonize the left. Now, what he's doing is simple. I've already spoken of this. He's trying to get the vocal minority, the activistic side of the party, the 20-30% of Democrats that are further left than the DNC at large, than Pelosi and people like her, the Clintons of the party. He is trying to put them into an uproar, to get them to spiral out of control and demand that the Democratic Party ignore the eventual Mueller findings that he already knows is not going to lead to an indictment. That he wants them to force the Democratic Party to subpoena his tax records, to subpoena everything related to Mueller, to subpoena everything under the sun, and to Benghazi him. Because then in 2020 he can say, hey, look at what the Democrats have accomplished. Absolutely nothing, except to Benghazi me. They've been obstructing me. I'm trying to MAGA. They're standing in my way. First term, I got meaningful tax reform. We got some immigration reform going. The Democrats in the House and on the Ninth Circuit are standing in the way of progress. We need to change this. Give me a Republican House. And they'll knock it out of the park as long as the economy is still going well. There are two things that can stop Trump: a major economic downturn, long-term slide and or a crash, which I don't predict is going to happen in the next 2 years. Remember, Richard Spencer thought it happened in the first 2 years. In the first half of the first term. He predicted that, and he was wrong. It's been soaring up more or less the whole time. Other than Twitter and Facebook. Yeah, see, Zuckerberg's dragging the economy down. We've got to make sure that Facebook stops banning everybody so that it continues to survive. It'd be a funny time. Twitter's dragging NASDAQ down. It's a terrible time. We must prevent all censorship. Yes, restore InfoWars and Laura Loomer. I think that'd be a good thing, by the way. But no, other than that, or a war. Basically a major war breaking out. And in a major war, typically if there's a major war going on, people don't change horses in the middle of the river, so to speak. And so they're more likely to re-elect him anyway. I think an economic downturn would be the only major thing, or a health problem. You know, Trump has a massive heart attack up on live stage or something. Okay, that could take him out. But I mean, it's unlikely. At his age, he's going along pretty well. He's not the most fit person, but he's got an energy level that's high enough to say he's generally healthy. He can walk. He's coherent, at least insofar as he wants to be. If you look back at his speeches from even the last half decade, it's not like it's more like what Bush did, except maybe for more benevolent reasons. Bush pretended to be like incoherent more than he actually was. Soon as he left office, he went back, other than times like at that funeral there where he was pretending he couldn't put on his raincoat or whatever. Other than that sort of stuff, generally speaking, fairly well spoken. He's not a dumbass. He's got what has he got? Like a fucking PhD or some crazy shit. He's no mental lightweight. He just plays dumb for the cameras because he knows it's better to be perceived of as a moron than it is to be perceived of as malevolent or as evil. Like Dick Cheney had to play the evil character for him to be the well-meaning, bumbling fool, basically, of the administration. Adam Schiff trying to fundraise off Trump insulting him. My goodness. So is this going to become the new thing where anytime Trump insults someone, they say, hey, I was targeted for an insult by Trump on Twitter. Millions of people saw it. You can chip in $5 to make me feel better about myself now that I've been insulted by the President of the United States. And then people, when they say it's unpresidential. So when Obama called, who was it he called a jackass when he was president? I can't remember. I mean, he insulted Trump as well, but he used to call people like a jackass. Oh, that dude's an asshole. Wasn't it Kanye West that he said that about, actually? Yeah, I wonder why there might be bad blood between him and the Democratic Party. I think it was. I think it was him. He called. It wasn't in the wake of him taking the microphone away from Taylor Swift. It was like celebrity president or some shit. It's like, yes, this is a major thing I need to weigh in on. Oh fuck, this terrorist and shit. No, that's not my job. My job's to weigh in on pop culture. It's why Obama fundamentally failed to anyone who comprehends the basics of political science. And I don't mean like partisans that pretend to be political scientists that obviously didn't follow anything about his presidency. Somebody, I think it was Jack Posobiec earlier, was pointing out if you looked at Obama's Wikipedia page, it was basically an endorsement of his presidency. It was basically, it leaves out like a lot of the scandals and a lot of the big news of the day, like not much about the NSA, not much about Benghazi. Fast and Furious is basically absent. I would think that those would be important inclusions to a president's Wikipedia page. Yeah, now go to the Nixon page. What is it? It's basically a Watergate write-up. See the difference yet, people? Remember that selecting what you present as material is just as much a lie as covering it up or misconstruing it. Oh, lie by omission, it's a common thing. Or lie by inclusion, very rarely. No, Adam Schiff is trying to be an opportunist. I mean, he doesn't really care about being insulted. The dude is in the U.S. House. He can take an insult. He's a big boy. He's out of his diapers and shit. No, this is because he wants money. It's basically, help me with my campaign. Trump insulted me, and if he doesn't get reelected, he won't be around to insult me anymore. So you gotta pay me now. Fucking give me money. $5 can help me overcome this. If you can make me a millionaire overnight, I will feel better about myself, and I won't care if I'm insulted. It's basically what it's about. That's about all. Peace out.